Hi, and everybody, and welcome to our inspirational transformation session. My name is Eric Depp. I am French and I now live in Malaysia. I am proud to be an Herbalife distributor for the past 30 years. And I live in over 15 countries in the world, being pioneer in 13 of them, starting the Herbalife business. Now, my objective of this session, based on my experience as an independent entrepreneur and human being, is to inspire you to make some changes step by step in your living in order to become the best version of yourself every day. And this is why I created what we call ITS, Inspirational Transformation Session. Now, why did I choose it on Monday? Well, first of all, as we all know, this is the beginning of the week. So why not to start somewhere? So I decided to start on Monday. Now, why I decided to start in the morning? Because I believe there is no better time. This is the start of the day. And if you start good on your day, usually the rest of the day is going just to be unbelievable and fantastic. Now, why I decided to call inspirational more than motivational, all right? The difference for some of you and for many of us is enormous. Let me explain to you. Motivation would come from me to pump you up, okay? To motivate you, to push you. So it's all about my own ability of what I call persuasion, speaking, motivating you, and maybe you will take some action according to what I mentioned until your motivation is completely gone. Because I'm not anymore with you or behind you to really, I would say, push you. And I call that an external force, me. Now, inspiration, by the way, is completely different, as it is you, the main player, the main person to act upon what you hear from me. What I do is to share some advice that, according to my own experience, did help me. And then from your side, if it makes sense to apply, then it's up to you to apply it, to put in action because of your strong desire coming from inside you, not from the outside, me, all right? And I call this internal force. That's why I call inspirational. So please understand that what I will share with you come from really my own experience. And you do not have to believe a word of what I say because it is my own experience. But you can be sure that it is the truth. And maybe in the future, some of the same events may occur or happen to you. So you can, I would say, adjust, adapt, and act accordingly of the sharing of today. Now, my goal of this session and episode, because we're already at episode number 10, are to share my experience in order for you to be ready to face some situation of life, okay? To be ready to act, to be ready to live with abundance and with energy, to be ready to make and have what I call productive day, productive week, productive months, productive year, to become more effective and transform your mindset into what I call a powerful machine and tuning into happiness, greatness, action, kindness for a reality of every single day. And I want you to understand, every single day. So let's get started, all of us. Let's make sure that we're going to enjoy the next 20 to 30 minutes of today. Be ready for the ride. Okay. How many of you understand that focusing can be helpful? And how many of you know that focusing can be negative or positive. In the next 20 minutes, I will show you how your focus have a way to affect your decision, but also your entire life. After these 20 minutes, you will know exactly how to change immediately the way of thinking to become the person you always wanted to be. So let me explain to you now. It is called focusing positively. Focus positively. Let's start with this again, all right? I hope that some of you have ever played this game. So I want you to look in the room where you are right now. I want you to watch around, and I want you to look at everything which is blue. Everything which is blue in your room, let's make the game. Everything which is blue in your room, look at it, okay? I give you a few seconds to do it at home. Look at everything which is blue around you. My shirt is blue, oh yeah. One of the screen is blue, yes. What is blue around you, okay? I hope that you have looked everywhere, all right? My mouse pad is blue, all right? So now I want everybody to play the game. And I want you to close your eyes. I want everybody to close your eyes now. And I want you to please tell me everything which is yellow in your room. Close your eyes, stay your eyes closed. Whatever the things are yellow, please tell me. I'm sure you are confused right now. I'm sure there is you might say there is a mistake. You say blue, yeah, no, but I ask you now yellow. You see, there is a sentence, then say, you can open your eyes. Where attention goes, energy flows, and result shows. I repeat that for you. Where attention goes, energy flows, and result shows. How many of you have heard before, what we focus on expand? What we focus on expand. So we can also say that your focus might determine your reality as well. What you focus, you can see. Now today is not about what you know. It's about helping you to what you remember and what you do. I repeat that. It's about helping you to what do you remember and what do you do. So if you have heard already what I'm going to talk about, great. Listen to it, because if you're not doing it, you do not know it yet, okay? So let's return to the focus, okay? And we need then to focus on what we want, not what we do not want. In a focusing positively, all right, we need to focus, I repeat, on what we want, not on what we do not want. Example, all right? Example for money, because we all related to, we all need money, guys, all right? So focus on more money and keep it. Not on how little you have now or your lack of it. Focus on more money and how you keep it. Because if you don't focus on that, and you focus instead of, oh, I have so little, this is only what I have, I am missing this, I'm missing that. Remember, what you focus on expand. What is the difference between positive focusing and positive thinking? Because we all hear every day, oh, you need to think positive. But we hardly hear about we need to focus positive. You see, positive focus is a specific use of the mind as a tool. It's a higher conscious of understanding. Positive thinking, it does not acknowledge the negative side. You see, when some people say, hey, I'm positive thinking, that means they are not at all thinking of the negative way. But positive focusing is the tool of the mind which sees what do you want, and you expand on what do you want. You understand? An example of positive focusing, if you go to the mines where the guys have this helmet and they have a light in front of them, okay? Where they look, the light goes. Where they look, the light goes. Do you understand? Where they look, the light goes. It does not that if they look there, the light go this way. No. What they focus shows. Do you understand? That's called positive focusing. Life is made of what we put our attention. You see, like, yes, it's made of what we put our attention on at this moment, nothing else. So we do have the choice to where to focus every day. Where do you focus is my questions to you. Are you focusing on what you want, or are you focusing on what you don't want? Are you focusing on the dust, or are you focusing on the gold? You see, you need to remember that. The mind is a tricky part of us, and it is always on survival mode. And that's why we all sometimes have this focusing negatively, okay? It always looks for the problem to protect us, the mind. Always look for the problem, but it's in a way to protect us. And therefore, what do you think about our focus? If your mind tries to protect you, if your mind is in a survival mode, where do you think is your focus? On your survival mode. What makes a difference for many people in terms of positive focusing? Fear. Fear people are losers, let's say, goes into something looking why it will not work. They focus on why it will not work. Fear. Average people will think or focus on, let's see if it will work. Let's see if it will work. If. Winners are confident, and they will make it work no matter what. No matter what. Lots of people go as long as it is easy. Then as soon as they find a few obstacles, they quit. Because now their focus has changed. And from a positive side, it becomes a doubtful and negative side. So the question is, how can I make it work? Not if it will work. How can I make it work? How can I make it work for me? How can I make it work for my family? That's a question you need to have. Are you someone that along each task you have, you complain, look at the issue and challenge as an obstacle? Or are you someone that takes each steps as a way to learn and to produce better in order to achieve what you want? That's a question for you. What kind of person are you? Be very careful. Complaining can become a habit. And let me tell you, either in the sky, in the universe, there is no complaint department. You know, when we die, there is no, oh, I have a complaint. It doesn't exist, okay? By the way, also, let me tell you, when you complain, 80% of the people don't care about that. They don't care of your complaint. 20%, as a matter of fact, are even happy you complain. So why would they be happy? Because now they can complain to you too. Complaining is good when you're a kid. So you can draw attention to you. Why do you think the kids are complaining? Because they look for attention. But successful people will not be around you when you complain. They will run away from you. Successful people don't stay around complainers because they know it's a negative side of focusing. Remember, words have power. And remember that what you think, expand. What you focus, expand. So, if you complain, or when you complain, you're basically asking for more complaints because what you think expand, what you focus expand. When you complain, it expand. More complaint. So I have a challenge for you today. I challenge you for 1 day, and then 2 days, and then 5 days, and then a week. No complaint. No complaint for 1 day, for 3 days, for 5 days, or for 7 days. No complaint. Try that. Let's continue about our thinking, and let me tell you, we cannot stop our thoughts, but we can change it. You see, you cannot stop your mind to think, but you can change your thoughts. We do choose our thinking at any moment of the day. Ask, when you have a thought, ask yourself, what does that mean? Is it empowering thoughts or is it disempowering thought? Everything that you do and come up in your mind, ask yourself, is it positive or negative thoughts? Is it empowering me or not? Is it doing good to me or not good to me? Is it going to help me to get better or not? Always ask that question when you have this kind of thinking. Practice to be positive. Why? Practice make permanent habits and sometimes perfect. So by practicing every day, you're going to get close to perfection. How many of you would like to have a perfect focus, positively attitude? Of course, all of us. Sometimes maybe some of us, we do focus on the problem. We have a problem and we focus on the problem. Now, thinking about it, the problem, by the way, come one at a time. They're not at all coming at the same time. You don't have all the problems of 1 year coming in 1 day. The problems come one by one, not the same day, not at the same place. And what do we usually do? We grow the problem and now it becomes a whole day problem. And you know what? Because what we focus expand, that problem attract other problem also. And now from a small matter, it become an all-day drama. Have you ever experienced that? Or in you, or in some other people around you? It's amazing. And also, when you solve a problem, what happened? Another one comes. Why? Because, again, this is our habit to focus on problem. One thing that I have learned early in my age when I started my Herbalife business was focus on the solution. I will talk to you about it later, but focus on the solution. So let me tell you, there will be always a new and another problem, always. And some people, when they do not have a problem, you know what? Their mind creates one. Why? Because the mind is bored, getting bored of not thinking of a problem. We almost all the time live focusing on problems. No wonder sometimes some people we meet sounds like unlucky with all the challenges or problems that they have. No. They are the one who attract it because they are the one, they create themselves first the problem in their mind for their life. Where I focus, expand. So for me, I rather prefer being positively focused. And when I'm thinking of that, my own way is I am interested in empowering and in being happy and successful. And when anything comes up in my mind, I can say, thank you for sharing. And I think of what is going to be great in my life. You see, somebody could come to me and say, oh, here's a problem. I say, thank you for sharing. Oh, but you don't have enough money. Thank you for sharing. Oh, you have too much money. Thank you for sharing. Oh, but your house is too small. Thank you for sharing. I don't take it as a new problem for me. It comes from an opinion of somebody else. So I encourage you to observe your thoughts and really choose the one which empower you all day long. Again, on the focusing, attention is the energy of life. So you make a life, anything you put into action to it. We say also what you resist persists, because we keep putting attention on it. Where attention goes, flows goes. Where attention goes, energy flows. Focusing positively. First, let's identify the problem and let's see the solution. Here's a problem. Here, what is the solution? All the problem shall pass. I'll tell you. I have learned that from Dale Carnegie, that worries are the killer, silent killer for you. And all problem today will pass. You see, if I would ask you 10 years ago, you have a problem today, 10 years from now, what would be about that problem? It'll be gone. It'll be gone. How much will you remember of that problem today? No, nothing maybe. So I urge you, let it go. If you have a problem, find a solution, pass on, move on. Focus positively. Ask yourself, who is in my life positively? And who is in my life negatively? And make, I would say, positive association. And the one that are not, delete them as a file or see them less, but don't hang around. You see, energy is contagious as well as success. So stay around the kind of people that brings sparks, value, that's empower you every day, not downgrade you, not being negative with you, not disempowering you. Get them out. The one who play victim are totally attention-based. Get rid of them. Or again, see them less. But don't hang around. You're going to be infected. So all day long, practice and work on your thinking. Work on your positive focus. So by understanding the way to focus in a positive way, in no time, it will improve the quality of your day. So start now. So you can start a day of full and positive spirit. Now, to conclude of today, let me ask you, what if what you have heard today, you would start every day to put it in practice? Do you think that it will enhance your life or make it more successful? Of course. So I challenge you this week to put in practice some of these suggestions today about positive focusing and create your own way how to apply it every day. And I guarantee that at the end of this week, you will be a different person. Remember, we're all human. And therefore, we are not a tree. So we can improve, we can change when you are ready. I believe you are ready. So act now. Let's start to implement. Let's live a life full of health and wealth. And I will see you next week into my next episode of our inspirational transformation session. Guys, I want to thank you for these 20-25 minutes sharing. My name is Eric Depp. I am here for you. Thank you very much. And I wish you to have a fantastic week with everyone and remember, focus positively. Thank you very much. Have a great, great week. Bye-bye, everybody.